This is the PiBOX M.2 374NEF, an external case for your NVMe drives. It comes with this semi-hard shell case, which is quite nice. Opening up the case, we have a USB-C to USB-C cable, a USB-A to USB-C cable. We have these extra standoffs if required. A thermal pad is also included. We have a warranty card. This was a surprising ad. It's a phone stand. And here's the enclosure. It's made of metal. This vent here is where the fan is. It's supposed to have an intelligent fan which is supposed to run when it heats up. The metal bit is good and it's made by PiBOX India, but I'm not liking the text. I think the font is Comic Sans, which I would have liked totally the PiBOX India logo there without anything else written. There are vents in the front here. This model is supposed to be toolless, so these two buttons, you press them down and the top case comes off like so. Now you can see everything within, the controller, the fan, everything. Looks nicely made. And here's the NVMe slot. This is meant for NVMe drives, which has the M-Key and the M&B key slotting. Here's the drive I'm going to use. It's a 1TB drive by Lexar. It's a Gen 3 drive, but it should be still faster than a standard hard drive. The metal construction is pretty nice. I'm liking it. Let's quickly check the instruction manual. Here you can see that it also supports smaller drives like 2260, 2242. And you have the holes over there to install those spacers. But as my drive is 2280, it's going to go all the way to the end and it's a clip at the end and it's toolless, which is really nice. So let's install the NVMe drive. Just slide it into the slot and at the back, just push it down and it's kept in place. I was a bit scared to do that in the beginning, but once I did it, I found it was very easy. And if you want to remove the drive, just push this clip a little and it just pops out. There, as easy as that. No tools required. Now for the thermal pad, this is a bit confusing because the metal is on top and is not going to be touching the thermal pad at all. Should I be installing it under the drive or over the drive? Anyway, I'm going to put it to the top at the moment and let's see how it works. Don't forget to remove the protective plastic on both sides. Make sure it's covering the drive properly. These spacers are required only if you have a smaller drive. I forgot to mention that there's a USB-C port on this side which would be connecting to your PC or any other device. Slide the whole thing into the enclosure and it's ready to use. I like the design, it's quite small and pocketable. And here's the fan vent. Let's hope that the fan actually has enough air to push through the holes there and keep the drive cool. Let's connect the drive to the PC. I'm using the USB-A to USB-C cable first. Let's see what kind of speeds we get. The drive has been detected. The drive is also available in Windows Explorer. Okay, we're getting around 467 Mbps, which is quite slow, I guess, for this kind of a drive. Maybe because of the USB-A to USB-C cable. Let's see a USB-C to USB-C cable and see how well it performs. Now it's connected to the back of the motherboard and we're getting 918 Mbps, which is better than what it was before. It's still not the fastest, but it's not bad at all right now. At this speed, you can run your games and also your applications directly off the external drive, which is pretty nice. I'm actually editing this video directly off the drive and it's working smooth. So that was the PiBOX NVMe enclosure. It works really well and is giving me the performance that I need. If you need a budget NVMe enclosure, look no further than this. That was the video. Make sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are added. Thank you for watching and see you all next time.